Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that wherever you are in the world, today finds you well, happy, healthy. This is going to be one of those talks today that I think can be applicable to many things in life, not just the food. But I was thinking of it as I was preparing to talk about this from a food aspect, and a couple of others too. But claim your power. What does that really mean? Claim your power. So many people look outside themselves. They're always like looking to others, looking to the guru, looking to the authority figure, looking to somebody. It's almost like a drowning person just desperate throwing out a line, hoping anybody will pick it up. When you need to be looking to yourself a little bit more. You have the power. I've been reading, and this talk's largely based on the poet Rumi. Am I saying it right? I might get the particulars wrong. A 13th century poet from the Middle East. There's a lot of wisdom there, and I bought the book. I normally just go online and read quotes or read some of his stuff, but yesterday or the day before, I bought the Essential Rumi for my iPad, and I've been enjoying it. It's very easy reading, and it's very uplifting. It was just something I kind of like to read in the afternoon after I've been busy and kind of been starting to wind down. But I wanted to talk, like I say, I wanted to talk about it from the aspect, and I picked out a few quotes from all his different poems that I thought dealt with the theme that I want to talk about today, and that's depending on yourself, making things happen just simply from within you. I think so many people have self-doubt, and self-doubt leads to weakness, because when you start doubting yourself, it leaves you vulnerable, because self-doubt is a weakness. It doesn't lead to weakness, it is a weakness, because when you doubt yourself, you're really underestimating the strength that is within you. Whether it's you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to go fully raw vegan, whether you're trying to go vegan, whether you're trying to do something on your yogic journey, whether you're trying to do something in life, whether it's business, and you're always reaching out, looking for an outside source. So I've got a few quotes here. Let me read these, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. That just kind of sums it up. I mean, the quotes just kind of like in prettier prose than I can do. They just kind of let you know what it's all about. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. You are the universe. Everything is within you. So all the knowledge, all what you need to do. Now, okay, somebody will take it to the literal sense, because there's those people out there that are very literal. Yes, we need help in life, and yes, we need to look to other places for information at times, but I think you know what I'm talking about as far as like just really, in other words, that's like supplementing. It's like going to the library. You're doing the learning, you're going and doing some research, but in the end, you are the final judge there, that is deciding what you need to do for your path. Like I say, whatever that is, that can be business, love, health, fitness, whatever. Another quote I really liked of his, I think I've shared this one on social media a couple of times, and this just really shows, like, I see so many people with low self-esteem out there. I don't even quite understand the low self-esteem. Like, maybe it says something about me and the company I've run with. Most of the people I've ever run with in life, we probably need to tamper down our self-esteem a little bit. But think about this statement. This one's really good. I keep this one written down so I can just look at it often. You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? That's pretty powerful there. You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? You're not using all the power that is within you. It's kind of, it's like you're choosing to walk to town when you've got a nice little scooter or something that will take you along. I don't know if that's a great analogy, but and then to top it off, this was just the third one that just is really apropos for what I'm talking about. Everything in the universe is within you. Ask all from yourself. So you see kind of what the theme of these quotes from, oh, here's another one too. One last one, I forgot I wrote that one down at the end. Why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open? As I was reading this and I was kind of preparing this talk and I was thinking about it a little bit last night, I was just thinking of examples and things like that. And it's just like, whether it's losing the weight or whether it is going raw vegan, it's like so many people don't realize that they can lose the weight. It's all right there at the tip of their fingers. The door is open. All they have to do is walk through and do it. But they get caught up in the prison of their minds, and they get caught up in all this convoluted systems, and you have to do this and you do that, and there's, everything is overcomplicated when most of life is really basically simple. So, then I started applying it to the guru thing. Why look to a guru when it's all inside you? And if you look to a real guru, understand what I'm saying here, a real guru, all he's going to do is point out that spark, that light, that universe, that everything that is within you. When you find the guru or one of these people that's a leader, wannabe leader, that's trying to lead you and tell you all this stuff about how you need to do this, you need to do that, always pay attention to to the kind of verbiage he's using. Is he talking about your inner strength? Is he talking about you having it all in you? The fake ones won't. The fake people won't. The people that, the shysters out there won't, because they don't want you to know that. Because then that sets up the whole guru thing and the whole self-help thing, where it's like you need help from other people, or we all need help from other people, but you need help. You don't need to be carried along. You don't need the person to come and carry you to where you're going to go. You need maybe some road directions every now and then. You need a few suggestions every now and then, but you have it all. You have it all in everything you want to do. You want to lose that weight? You decide. You do it. It's going to come from within here. It's never going to be from a video you watch. It's never going to be from any information you read. It's never going to be from coaching with somebody. It's never going to be from having 150 recipes to do. It all comes from within. I've talked about that before, like in my path, and I don't consider myself any particular strong human being, especially at the time when I started making changes in my life a little over 4 years ago. Well, closer to 5 now. But I just, and this is something you cannot explain to anybody. They either feel it, they get it, they know it, or they don't. And that is just what, I've talked about one time before. I don't do stress. I always am fairly happy, and I don't do stress, and I'm always happy because I choose that. I chose the lifestyle I wanted to live where it comes to the physical, as far as how I eat, my yoga practice, whatever. But even my thoughts, even my attitude, and something like stress, I just don't allow those things. And people, when I try, they say, well, what do you mean? It's just like, well, I flipped a switch. Well, what do you mean you flipped a switch? Well, I don't know. I can't quite explain it to you. Maybe it has to happen from within you. Maybe you have to experience that power within you to be able to access it. Maybe we get a glimpse of it and then we understand we can access it. But for most of everything I've done along the last 5 years, that is kind of wherever my journey has come from, wherever it's gonna go, whether it's about food, whether it's about whatever, whether it's I'm living the optimal life, whether this diet is the optimal way to eat, I don't care, because I'm so much happier than I was 5 years ago. I'm so much healthier than I was 5 years ago. Missing something with my diet? It's possible, but you know what? I was missing a lot with my diet. I was missing a lot with every aspect of my life 5 years ago, until I figured out that I had that power. And somebody, and if a drunk that was living in a Roach Motel, drinking, basically drinking a 6-pack for dinner, washing down fried chicken and the most ungodly things in the world, staying drunk half the time, drinking in the afternoon while I'm reading. The list goes on and on. If I could access that power, if I could realize that power was within me, if the power was in a wreck of a drunk like I was, then everybody has that power within them. And all you need to do is claim that power and access that power. And it's not anything complicated. And no, I don't have a system for getting you to, there would be somebody that would tell you this same talk and they would say, well, I've got a system how you can access that power. You just simply do it. You manifest that power. Everything's within you. Now there's some things that we like, don't get me wrong, I'm not some evolved being. The food is one thing. I struggle with things I want to do in my life all the time. I'm constantly trying to make improvements, but there are certain things that I know, the basic things I know I have a choice. You know, when it comes to the eating, this is freaking basics. And it comes within me that tells me, now that I've cleaned myself out and cleaned my mind out a lot of it, this is what I need to be eating. I don't need to learn that much about it. I don't need anybody to tell me about it. I pick up a mango, I eat it. You know, it comes from within me. Everything is simple. It's all out there and you have it within the grasp of your hand. So anyhow, before I take off and just start really rambling, when I'm not on point or don't have like a food, talking about the food video, I tend to ramble a little bit more. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one a little bit. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Please share this one because, like I say, I think a lot of people need to hear this message. There's probably some people that could deliver the message a lot more eloquently than I can, but I very much think it's a message that needs to be heard by a lot of people because so many people struggle out there when it's just as simple as making a decision. But anyhow, hope you guys are having a wonderful day and always remember that I love you. Peace.